Hello, everybody. We're here with Ray Wang, the author of the groundbreaking best selling book on digital transformation, Disrupting Digital Business. And more recently, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, a book about digital giants and the future of business, published last year. Welcome, Ray.
Well, hey, Neha, thanks for having me. And of course, now we're talking about where the future of sales and CX are headed.
So tell me, Ray, where are they headed?
I lump three A's together. We call this analytics, automation, and AI, and they're all coming together. Analytics are getting smarter. There's more self service. It's massively automated. We're trying to get that integration. We're trying to collect information in the background. We're trying to reduce the amount of information that people are actually entering themselves. And that's where automation comes into place. Automation is really important because we're operating in a world of machine scale, but humans need the right information at the right time, in the right form factor, in the right interface, and the right security model. And so AI comes into play as these systems learn how we want to consume information, how that insight is also eventually going from perception, tell us what's going on, to notification, oh, tell me only the things that's really important, to recommendation.
What are the biggest pain points for sellers today?
The biggest pain points for sellers is the fact they don't have a good view into a customer account. They don't know how to team up and sell together. And more importantly, they don't know how to rank or rate their deals to figure out, hey, should I go after this one? It has a higher probability of closing because it fits a pattern versus whether I should try a brand new greenfield deal, as opposed to land and expand. And they want that information and insight to be able to operate more effectively.
The ambient data is actually sitting in the seller's productivity tools and not necessarily in the CRM. And so in order to drive that decision and faster decisions, the sellers need that data in their fingertips, which is in the office productivity tools. Tell us a little bit more about that. Like, what are your thoughts about that ambient data and where it is residing, and how do you bring it to the sellers?
Ambient data is so important. And what we're talking about is a series and the ability to power ambient experiences. What does that mean? It's contextual information. Where were you? What's the weather like outside? Hey, what's your blink rate? Were you really excited? What's your voice? What does it sound like? Are you sad? Are you upset? What's going on? And what we're trying to do is bring all that information, right, and context into what's an organization has to what in their selling process. And it's really about that relevancy, right? And the other piece that works is really the human touch. Even as sellers, mass personalization at scale means how do we internally actually adjust to how we work as opposed to one size fits all.
I would love for you to sort of give me a little bit of recap on what are your thoughts about Viva Sales.
We've got systems that necessarily don't give you the right information at the right time. And so when you can engage with, context from conversational intelligence, this helps us really become much richer in the sales process, help us understand and communicate more effectively, and really actually drive down the days of sales. Your days sales outstanding should drop. More important, your average deal time should come down. And of course, you're going to be much more relevant and personal to your customers because you're not working on the crazy stuff like data entry. You're spending most of your time on the ability to figure out how to actually sell. And that's really what makes Viva Sales really exciting.
So I'd love to get your thoughts about our decision of making it an independent product and not, quote unquote, only working for Dynamics.
It's really important because people have already chosen their CRM system, right? So you're not buying a brand new CRM system. In fact, what you're doing is you're improving your ability for your sales reps to use the systems you have in a much more effective way. And that's the way we should be thinking about that.
How do you think Viva Sales addresses the seller's pain points?
It's so easy to be able to operate in the email of your choice, right? And be able to just get something done, the templates and the ability to actually see what you need right away. I think that's what customers are really excited about, or at least the beta customers we've talked to.
Thank you, Ray, for your insights. I'm Neha Bajwa, and I've been talking to Ray Wang about the future of sales enablement.
Yeah, and the topics of the three A's for decision velocity: analytics, automation, and AI, really helping to improve sales leaders and sales managers.
Well, thank you so much for listening. To learn more about Viva Sales, you can please go to our website. We now have a public preview available on the website for you to download and to try it for free. Thank you.